You cannot take your mind and completely stop thinking. You cannot be lack of thought. Nobody can. However, you can control focused thought. You can take all these scattered thoughts, such as, what time do I have to get up in the morning? Hi Phoenix family. Today's video is about divination in the form of meditation. Now, while I'm not going to walk you through an actual process of meditation, I am going to give you the instructions for you and give you some suggestive ideas for you to do this on your own. One of the things that I need to talk about before we get into the instructions and step by step is the difficulty for a lot of people. The first thing I get back from people on feedback is I cannot meditate because I cannot clear my mind. I cannot calm myself to reach that state of mind to meditate. Okay, and that's very, very fair. It's more fair than you might even realize or have ever been told, because maybe other people make it sound so freaking easy. Here's the key that I feel like has not been explained to you. You cannot take your mind and completely stop thinking. You cannot be lack of thought. Nobody can. However, you can control focused thought. You can take all these scattered thoughts, such as, what time do I have to get up in the morning? What time do I take the dog out? Will I make it to work on time? Do I need to stop by the gas station? What time will I make dinner? Was my brother coming over? Should I call my mom? What time is my husband getting off work? See, that's just random stuff of what our brain does all day long. You are not unusual because you do this. If you sit and you quiet and you've got music and you've got your eyes closed and all of these things are still going on no matter how hard you try, that's okay. You're still normal. Your brain is supposed to work like that. You're fine. It's just controlling those thoughts, all of these scattered thoughts. You cannot clear your mind of thought, but you can take those scattered thoughts and control it. And that is by finding a focus point. See? Big word there. Focus. Focus. Now, let me explain how that works. Okay. Finding a focus point is finding something that you can put yourself into. Okay. When you are thinking about something like, I've got to take my kid to school, for example, you are thinking the steps through before you actually do it. Okay, I've got to get up at this time, make sure that she has breakfast, make sure that she has picked out good, clean clothes to wear, because you know the little ones tend to just grab whatever. Make sure she's put on clean clothes. She has shoes that match, right foot, left foot. The path from the house to the bus stop to ensure she gets on the bus to go to school. These are all steps, okay? So now, that is just the idea of what the meditation divination is. It's finding that focus for your steps, okay? You have to see yourself going there and then meditating. All right, so now I'm going to kind of slow down a little bit and go through each part of this so that when you try to meditate divination through meditation, you understand how it works better. All right, so first thing we want to work on is the area and what you're doing. So let's say you're the kind of person that likes music in the background when you meditate. Okay, choose your music. If music is too distracting, maybe you like to sing along, or maybe music makes you think about other things because it relates to parts of your life, then music is not going to be helpful to you. If you like sounds of water or an aquarium or animal sounds, like whales or, things like that, think about something that you hear that brings you peace and calm. If none of those things work for you, but you need silence, hey, that works too. That's fine. Because this part of setting up the meditation by divination is about your comfort. Okay? So you need that, first of all. Figure out your place and background. If there will be sound, what kind of sound? If there will not be sound, make sure you have that space so you can have it quiet. Okay, then the next part is the focus part. This is where a great number of people have difficulty because they go into meditation with the expectation that they can clear themselves of thought. And I want to reassure you that it's okay that you can't do that. Your brain is not supposed to. Okay? So at this point right here of going into the meditation is going into your focus. My focus, I'll use snow. I will explain how that works. Okay. So when I go into my meditation, just like the school bus, I think about it in steps, right? Taking my kid to school. But I'm going to create snow. It would be hard for me to go into a full meditation just picturing snow everywhere because my mind is still scattered. My thoughts still want to go here, they want to go there, and then you're still all over the place. So this is what I do for the focus. I'm already seated or laying down. I've got my eyes closed and I'm ready to begin. I visualize myself standing up, putting my shoes on and a warm coat because I already know I'm going into snow. I visualize myself going down the stairs and out the door, down the stairs, into the driveway, and I'm standing there in the driveway. I want to focus on my driveway. I want to see where the driveway begins, where it ends, where the grass line is, where the tires of the car should be, and then while I'm focusing on all of these details that should be there by memory, I see flakes of snow coming down. Okay? These flakes of snow begin to get bigger and heavier and they start to cover everything. They cover the grass, it covers the driveway, the car, the roofs, and the trees. So now, by memory, I'm creating, by focus, a landscape. I have not forgotten all of this stuff that my mind normally thinks about, but because I'm controlling my thoughts on this thing, I am thinking about step by step as to what I want to see, where I want to go. I am now creating a blank canvas. Now that I have everything covered in snow, as I have taken these steps to see it happen, my mind is nothing but a blank space. I did not stop thinking. I did not just clear my thoughts. I created a place where all of these things are absent because it is just snow. Okay? Now, snow works for a lot of people, and then for other people, they do not work. Some people like to see themselves walking into the desert. Some people like to see a rainforest. Or some people like to see like a child's playroom. It depends on how your mind works and what best works for your focus. Where is it that you can go and see the focus come to you? Okay, so like I said, even if you don't use snow, let's just say you want to use the desert. Okay, so you are seated or laying down to begin your meditation. You have your background set up. You have everything that you need here. So you're laying there and you have your eyes closed. Do not actually physically get up. You do not want your body to move. You want your body to stay at rest. But your mind, You focus your mind and visualize yourself standing up, putting your shoes on, going to your front door, walking out, and instead of walking into your yard, see yourself walking into the desert. Or, depending on how many steps you need to keep your mind focused, see yourself walking into your yard and the desert comes to you. Suddenly a sand storm comes and sand starts blowing away and covering your yard and everything. Okay? And then your focus point is the sand. You are now in the desert. However you get there is entirely up to you, and how quickly you can focus and how many steps that you need. People are different. Some people only need 2 or 3 steps to see their focal point, and some people need several steps to get there so that they can just keep their mind controlled from all this other stuff. Keep the static out. So you hear, okay? When you are in this place, this is when you begin to get your vision. This is the divination part. So let's just say that I am in your divination. All right, I'm going to use myself for an example here. And let's say that you did my focal point. You used snow. Okay, so you've got your background set up. You've got your trance set up. You did your meditation. You use snow as your focus. You've got nothing but white all the way around you. Literally nothing to distract you. And then I begin walking towards you. This is when the divination part begins. I'm walking towards you, and once I reach you, I hold out my hand and hand you a rose quartz. Okay? I close my hand, I turn around, and I leave. You begin to walk out of the snow. You begin to walk back into your house to where you're visualizing yourself going back to the couch, laying back down until you open your eyes. Okay. Everything that happens can happen in as little as 5 minutes, and it can take as long as 2 hours, because it all depends on what you need to take in to calm down to begin your focus, and then once you've reached your complete focus, to allow the divination to begin, and then also returning from it. Okay, but this is how far we got. So you have now returned, you're waking up, and you sit there and you think about it. All right? 2 things happened that actually have part in this divination meditation. First of all, you saw me. So you would need to determine on a personal level, what do I mean to you, and why would I come to you in your meditation divination? Because it has purpose. And that purpose can be determined by our friendship. Am I the teacher? Am I the student? Wife? Sister? Aunt? Whatever my position is, and however close I am to you, would determine why I brought that to you. The second part of the divination in meditation is what I held to you in my hand. The rose quartz. Protection, clarification, purity. So you begin to look up rose quartz and its properties. You will learn all these different things about rose quartz. Then you put the 2 together. Okay, this is the person that brought it to me. This is the position of our relationship. This is what she brought, and this is what it means. There you go. You now have 2 pieces of the puzzle put together, and your answers are right there. That is divination by meditation. Okay? Meditation generally is where people go to collect their thoughts. And idealistically, if you can at least reach that point where you reach your focus point, even if you're not trying to get a vision, but when you teach yourself to focus and find that place that you can hang out at for a few, like I said, 5 minutes to 2 hours, but you just want to hang out there, you're not wiping your mind clean, okay? Again, but you are allowing yourself to control scattered thoughts and giving your mind that break right there from 5 minutes to 2 hours, however long it might be. allowing your mind that break away from scattered thought. When you do come back out of it and you are presently out of the trance, out of the meditation trance, you will find so much more clarity in your random thoughts. You will find goals and ideas and prosperity right there in front of you, ideas and things that you didn't see before because scattered thoughts are so overwhelming. So when somebody says, meditate on it, and you say, but I can't get rid of all those thoughts, I can't make myself stop thinking. Remember this, you're not being asked to stop thinking. You're being asked to control your scattered thought by use of focus, okay? And if you choose to take the next step by finding out what comes to you during this, you are practicing divination, and and a message will be received. Sometimes this is also where a spirit guide would visit you in the form of a human or animal, and they will come to speak to you or offer you a gift. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and get it out there to the rest of the world so we can help each other in forms of meditation. Thank you again. I love you so much. Mwah. Have a good night.